Hello, guys, and welcome to the 13th episode of the Fourshade Studios podcast. I'm Blake Bodenhammer. Today I'm joined by...
Brock Ferguson.
Yeah, brother.
Ew! I'm Devin Devon. And this is Babe Poe.
He can't talk.
Not yet.
We're teaching him. He's learning.
This episode is brought to you by our sponsors of Nobody. Use our coupon code to get nothing at checkout.
That's
Man,
amazing. So, like, free?
Yeah, like if you're done with the material world and you want to do the opposite, you can just get nothing.
Poe's watching himself. He's watching himself in the camera. He's fascinated.
That's where I'll put our sponsors.
Poe's
This is
sponsors.
just a filler for until we get sponsors, which we will, of course.
Overdub. Just move your mouth.
I'm gonna tell our sponsors every single episode, and I'm gonna say nobody until we get a sponsor.
You know, I think we're going to get more sponsors than anyone else on YouTube. All we do is talk about the sponsors.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
Just,
I just gave like a 2-minute block to sponsors. Okay, so this last couple weeks we had some games release. Yoshi's Crafted World came out recently. Haven't got a chance to pick this one up yet, but I definitely am going to, because from what I saw with the demo, I was like,
cute.
yeah, I was super like pleased with just like the 2 seconds of that I played.
most of the reviews I've seen are saying the demo is pretty much like the game and maybe even better. So for the games, maybe even better. So, yeah, the same boat.
Right. Like to me, it seems so much like Yoshi's Story for the Nintendo 64. Like I just get those kind of vibes from it. So if it's anything like that, I'm definitely gonna be happy with it, because like I played that game all growing up and I don't know, it's just awesome. So again, if it's anything like that, I will be happy.
You like baby games. Got it.
Yeah, I'm a Nintendo fanboy. I only play baby games on my baby console. No comment to that.
No. This next game isn't a baby game, though. Or can babies be lawyers?
They can. It's progressive world now.
Babies are just crying objection all the time, like Phoenix Wright.
Mm.
Which, actually, I think I might end up buying this instead of Yoshi's Crafted World, because I've never played these games, and yet they've always interested me so much. So I was really excited when they announced that they're porting Ace Attorney, Phoenix Wright, the trilogy.
I've never
Oh,
played these
Switch.
either, and I've always been like curious to see what they were.
Yeah, I've only seen like trailer videos for it. I don't really know much about it.
Like to me, they seem like kind of like almost like a puzzle game. I don't know a better way to describe it.
A puzzle
It's like-
game with a story, yeah.
Yeah, like you're given all the evidence and you're trying to like the puzzles of creating the case out of what you're given, I guess.
Yep, that's what I know.
So yeah, that'd be cool. What is that coming? Is that coming to Switch or is that coming to 3DS?
Of course it's coming to Switch, because you need all those pixels for all that anime art.
Right. What were we just talking about that other episode where they were talking
Sorry, our dog is
about what's coming out recently that's coming to 3DS?
Ask the guy who doesn't have a 3DS.
Wasn't it a Kirby game or something? They were like throwing...
They ported Epic Yarn, Kirby's Epic Yarn.
Oh yeah.
And some other stuff. That's the one I know.
it's at least good that it's coming to Switch and not, for some reason, 3DS.
The more and more they announce, the more I think they're actually going to kill off the 3DS, which
Yeah. Well, they're porting like everything to it, so I feel like that's definitely the way they're moving.
just can't wait for those Switch Mini, Switch Plus rumors.
Right.
So we can finally give it a gravestone and
Yeah.
for sure.
And you'll finally be caught up on the consoles.
And yeah, I'll finally think I'm not going to buy a 3DS.
Right.
And the last big game coming out this month is not even really a game,
Yeah.
but yet it is.
Nintendo Labo VR.
Which, did we talk about this at all?
I feel like we haven't yet.
I do not care about this at all. Why? Because I don't care about VR. But does it look cool for 4-year-olds? Yes. And that's why I like the idea.
Go ahead.
I like the idea for Breath of the Wild just because, like, I don't know, I want to be in that kind of world. I want to be immersed in it. And I feel like I'd be doing more of the exploring if it was from, like, a first person.
It's not.
Oh, it's not. Oh, well then.
That's the whole problem I have with it.
Then no. That's dumb.
So literally on Breath of the Wild, it's like you turn your head and it moves the camera. It like acts as one of the just analog sticks. So it's like
when you click like the right analog stick and look around first person, I think it's basically that, but not first person.
Yeah, you're just using your head, which I was kind of looking more into this, and I don't really understand how they're going to do this, because with the VR, with the Nintendo Labo set with this whole thing, you don't have anything holding it onto your head. There's no straps or anything. So you're going to have to be sitting there with, I don't know, both hands or one hand holding it on your face. But you're basically going to have to play this game one-handed or somehow no-handed, which I don't understand how that's going to work.
Surely Nintendo's going to come up with like some sort of strap or holding device. I don't feel like they would just let that either be held up by a hand and make it really awkward or like hang on your head. I don't know. I just don't feel like they would do that.
You say that, but it's literally a selling point on the box that says no straps, so you can pass it around to friends.
Yeah, so it's just like, I literally have no idea how this is gonna work. But in like, they're also rolling this out with Mario Odyssey, which has a little bit, I feel like, a better of an implementation. Like, you're going to be able to watch all the cutscenes in VR mode, and they're also making some of the kingdoms available with like these new like mini game kind of things. Like can't you like collect stars or like music notes or something?
Right. From my understanding, they're like the music note missions, which means you'll be able to run around while in the VR mode. And I think that's what's important, because every time I played any VR game whatsoever, the cool part is seeing everything to scale. And like in Zelda, since you're limited to being a third person view and not seeing much, not actually moving around, I feel like that's going to be lost. But in Odyssey, since they're letting you, play and move about the world in VR, I think that'll be pretty cool, especially in the highly stylized kingdoms like the Luncheon Kingdom, which is one of them.
Right. I just pulled up a picture of the Labo VR, and because I was, again, curious how you're going to be able to control it, but I guess, the screen is going to be obviously right in front of your eyes, and the screen is what you obviously dock the Joy-Cons onto. I guess the Joy-Cons will be right there, but it'll be like you're basically playing your Switch in handheld mode, like 2 inches away from your face. So I don't know. We'll still have to see how that is going to play out, I guess.
I mean, Devin has glasses. She has to do that normally anyway, right?
Yeah.
That's so true. Thank you for bringing that up.
Well,
Very good point.
also, I want to point out that I feel like you're not drawing Kirby, but you accidentally drew Kirby upside down.
I mean, yeah.
With a hat.
Yeah.
You're not seeing what I'm seeing.
I can see it from your point of view, but it's definitely not that.
So it's a cow's udder?
Oh.
Sure.
No.
I'm just going to make ridiculous guesses while you draw things, even though I know exactly what it
Kirby's
is.
hat, a cow's udder. It's all of the above.
Oh, it's lungs. Okay, I'm done.
Now I don't know. I'm scared. So yeah, Labo VR will be something to see. I feel like, honestly, I don't feel like it's enough to purchase at this point, but who knows? If they can do something more down the road with it, we'll see. But I feel like at this point, not so much.
That Mario Kart integration, that could tip me.
I think that would be awesome. If they could somehow put, I don't know, like Mario Kart, but maybe the camera is like a little bit like closer to your cart, not so like zoomed out.
No, first person all the way.
Well, I just don't think they're going to do first person. So I'm trying to compromise with myself. Like, obviously, first person would be like the greatest thing. But like, if they can't do first person, like a little, like almost over the shoulder, like maybe a little bit further back. I don't know.
Okay, in Mario Kart in any way would be cool, but I'm hoping for full-on first-person mode with VR, and it worked perfectly because you don't have to move.
I'm not sold that they're gonna do that because like, why would they not do that with Mario Odyssey and Breath of the Wild? Then those are like the perfect games for it.
That was driving me nuts.
Because the Nintendo, that's why they didn't do it. And because the Nintendo is why they will do it in Mario Kart.
Right.
You can't predict them. They're wild cards.
So we got some new Joker news, some, I guess, Smash Bros. In general news. We've got a Best Buy, I don't want to call it a leak because I don't really think it's a leak, but it's more of like a Best Buy listing. They had this Joker render with like I think it was with the Fighter Pass listing on like a Best Buy website. It's a new model, new render that you can't trace it to anywhere on the internet. It's not. People are thinking it's new enough that it's going to actually be what's representative of in game, what the model will look like. So that's pretty cool. If it is the actual model, it's nice that we're actually getting to see like what Joker will be a little bit before release. Again, they've told us that Joker will be playable by the end of April. It's right now, as of recording, it's April 11th, and we still haven't really heard anything. But we still have basically half a month left for them to roll that out. You guys look at the model at all?
I just did.
What do you think about it, Brock?
It's unremarkable, but not bad.
Yeah. I mean, I think I think it looks good. I mean, it kind of reminds me of like a Fire Emblem type character, but not in like armor,
Yeah, that's
like a leather jacket or something.
I was actually thinking I was happy it didn't look exactly like all the Fire Emblem. There's something different about
Yeah,
it. that
I mean,
makes it
it's
stand
definitely stylized a little bit different. It's hard. It's hard for me, like with all the just humanoid Fire Emblem characters, not to like look something like that. You know?
It kind of
Right.
looks like a cross between a Fire Emblem character and Bayonetta or something to
Yeah.
me. I think it looks fine.
I guess I was hoping they would stylize him like somehow even more because I know Persona 5 is very stylized.
Right.
But that's asking a lot, so I'm not disappointed.
Yeah. So yeah, overall, I think he looks pretty good. I'm just ready to actually like see him in game. Like, I'm glad that they teased it like so far out, but I'm like, I just want it now.
Ready to move on to the next one. What's the next one? The Fire Pass. Come on. Isaac?
Oh, Dragon Quest.
Steve? Please be
Yeah,
Steve.
Steve from Minecraft. A creeper.
Really all I care about is the movesets of all these guys. So like with Joker, the model is fine, but I expect him to have some weird moves, and that's what I'm excited about. 'Cause
Yeah, I feel like in that universe, it'll definitely be pretty creative.
yeah. I'm also gonna be bold and say we get Joker by the time that this is released, so
Yeah, you're probably right on that. With more Smash Bros. News, we got basically confirmation, I'd say, that there's going to be a stage builder in Smash Ultimate, which is super cool.
Really?
There was a commercial that came out that it was like some kids on the couch playing Smash, and like it went to a frame of like a menu, and stage builder just like was completely spelled out as one of the modes. So as long as this isn't some like weird build that they were like a test build or something that they were like showing these kids, like I'm pretty sure it's confirmed.
Are you really excited for that though? Wasn't there a stage builder in previous Smash games?
right, but it was gone. This
Yeah.
is Smash Ultimate. It has to come back.
But did you ever use it? Because I never cared.
You obviously did not care about your Smash games because I remade all of the N64 stages to the best of my ability and all of my favorite Melee stages, and
Right.
they were basically all I played on. Like, I love the stage builder.
Yeah, like when I remember you built all those out for I think the Wii version.
For all,
And yeah, you could send your stages to your friends. So I just like reaped the benefits of that. I took all of your N64 stages and would just play on them because I mean like even though they didn't have like the textures of like I don't know like Corneria or whatever, like it was still the same landscape. So you have
Generally.
the same feel.
my thing with the stage builder is I pretty much have all the stages that I want in Smash Ultimate because were there 108 stages
Yeah,
or something.
yeah,
But if they have the same functionality as they did in Brawl, and then they let me pick the background from all of the stages or
Yeah.
the music, then I'm happy.
I feel like they will at least customize it a little bit more.
I'd hope. I think that's the main complaint, like with both of the stage builders, is that there's like 2 themes and that's it.
Right.
Functionality wise, all they have to do is copy the old ones, and it's amazing already.
Mm-hmm. Well, with I feel like they just have kept building on it ever since it came out. Because remember on the Wii U version, how you could make more like organic shapes for the stages because you actually had like the touchpad.
Right.
I feel like Do you think they're gonna have that since you can actually use like the touchscreen in handheld mode?
My thought is, yeah, because like that's how they're doing it for Mario Maker, right? So I think it'd be like the Brawl
Yeah,
one
that's true.
with the grid. If you were just playing on TV mode, then you could take it out and play, like draw things, and that'd be
Right.
ideal for everyone, right?
Yeah, I mean, that's how I would expect them to do it if they were gonna do it. But it's hard to say. I feel like they are trying to not use things that are only handheld mode.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be disappointed at all if it's just the grid, because generally Smash Brothers stages are flat
Yeah.
lines, and
Yeah, I mean, like to me, I almost dislike playing on stages that are on like a hill or something.
yeah, they don't feel as competitive because
Yeah,
so many variants, I guess.
right.
But yeah, there's a lot of potential here, a lot of wasted time to be had, so that I can make the greatest stage that I'll only play on once.
Right.
I really hate that there aren't CDs, so I can't make a CD factory and spend hours doing that.
I remember that.
But yeah, it'll be a good time.
What are you drawing over there?
I'm drawing Poe because he's driving me nuts. He's
That
barking.
leaves you for things that drive you nuts.
The what?
You draw things that drive you nuts.
Well,
Yeah.
not
You
always.
draw things that you hate.
I don't hate Poe. He's just being annoying. Now he's gonna make loud ass bottle sounds in the background. But here's what I have. It's just like him, and he's saying huff huff,
Huff huff.
because that's how he barks. And then this close up of his face.
I can't tell if that face is terribly sad or afraid.
I think he
he's
looks a little deranged.
I'm not getting that vibe, but you know, Poe facial expressions way better than I do.
Huff huff, boy.
Huff huff. I gave him a little buckle.
Cool.
You
Right?
should add that to all your drawings.
Yeah.
I've been making buttholes in my heart. I'm gonna keep doing it.
It really gives them another dimension.
Yeah, a third dimension. So the black hole got photographed this week. Speaking of holes.
Yeah. There are memes about it as a butthole.
I'm trying to segue out of this,
Oh,
but
sorry.
thank you for bringing it back
I
in.
thought that's what you were.
I can't wait until it's the future and we're playing our Nintendo Switches while flying through a black hole. I mean,
Yes. We're on the event horizon.
Well, we never will fly through a black hole. We'll only slowly approach it
Forever.
forever.
I'm pretty sure all the scientists are wrong.
I agree with Brock.
I mean,
I believe to agree with his findings over the world's top scientists.
have you ever touched, they haven't touched a black hole. Like, you
I
can
don't
only
even
really
know.
know if you
I
touch
don't
it.
even know they're real.
Yeah.
We haven't even seen it until yesterday.
So is that even a photograph? Isn't that just like a rendering based on data that they've collected?
Exactly. You, the photographer, should know this. It's not even real photography.
Well, that's debatable, actually.
It's all simulation.
All a simulation.
It's the orange portal. Where's the blue portal?
Amen.
It's true.
Like, where's the other end? I don't trust it. I don't trust it.
Where's the cake?
NES had some more releases. What do we have? Punch Out? Little punch action. Little Star Soldier action. I honestly have no idea what Star Soldier is.
it looked a lot like that other shooty ship game that's on there. You know, the one with the
Like
ship.
all the shooty ship games that are the exact same for old consoles.
Yeah, I really don't know.
I feel like there's too many of those type of games. Do you ever feel
Yeah.
like that?
Well, that's what made money, so that's what they made. And it's not like those were all unique. They were pushing the boundaries in their own way.
Debatable.
Are you expecting Breath of the Wild to come out on the NES?
Yeah. Have you seen where they took like the original Legend of Zelda and like added rule sets from Breath of the Wild?
I have not.
I feel like they were actually prototyping Breath of the Wild with that. Well, definitely find that and look that up because it was actually super interesting. It was like,
Yeah, I feel like I remember something.
Oh, the prototype? Yeah, I did see that. That was
yeah,
NES Zelda,
They had,
but
like-
you could burn down the trees and
and like push
stuff.
logs and stuff into like the streams and stuff.
Yeah, they legit said that was a prototype.
So yeah, Breath of the Wild can be done on NES. Why didn't
Just
anyone
too
just
dumb to do it?
Why didn't anyone just do it?
Bunch of idiots. Get your DeLorean and show them the way. Or go through a black hole. Is that how they work? Did I get it
Yeah.
right? Okay.
I'll sacrifice my body to go through the black hole so that we can have better video games in our childhood, I guess. Because what I'm saying is that video games of our childhood were garbage.
All garbage.
I never enjoyed a single video game I played until this year.
Have you ever played Madden 64? It's garbage. That is pretty much the pinnacle of 1998, and
Like
it's garbage.
NFL Blitz, garbage.
Come on, Devin. What's your garbage?
Yeah.
Probably 3D Pac-Man.
There are lots of 3D Pac-Mans. You're talking about
You gotta be more
The
specific than that.
GameCube one. The one that we played.
Pac World
Yeah.
2?
Pac World 2.
Paku. What about
That was.
Bumble? Remember Buck Bumble?
I loved that game. Have I talked to you about Buck Bumble? Buck Bumble
Tell
was.
me what you like about Buck Bumble, because I do not really have fond memories of that game.
It was before your time in my life, but me and the kid across the street played lots of. I want to say it was like a soccer mode.
Yeah, they have.
Something.
There was like a co-op mode where like you flew around. It was like basically Rocket League before Rocket League.
Yeah, well, we played crap loads of that, and man, did I love it. And Buck Bumble was so cool. I still remember the intro being like the coolest thing ever for some reason. I couldn't tell you at all what it was.
It's like a rap or something.
Yeah, but oh man, Buck Bumble was too legit to quit.
Do you remember? But you have fond memories of the Rocket League mode. Do you remember the actual game though?
That was the actual game, though. What are you talking about?
That was not the game.
I think you're lying. If part of the game is fun, the whole game is fun.
No.
Debatable.
Do you love break the targets in Smash Brothers?
Yes.
Okay, sorry. Do you love board the platforms in Smash 64?
Yes.
Okay.
Now what?
Broken.
I don't love it, but I find enjoyment.
Nope. So the whole game you just find enjoyment out of. That's it.
What the mode I don't like in Smash 64 is race to the finish. I don't like that in any of the Smash games.
Well, it sucks in all the other ones, but in Smash 64, super fun.
Like when you're playing classic mode in Smash Ultimate, and it's like the race to the finish thing before the last stage or whatever. I literally hate doing that.
Okay, that's the dumbest one ever because you literally cannot lose.
Yeah, it's like there's no sense of urgency at all.
At least with like the 64 one, you could get your crap beat out of you by Metal Mario, or I don't remember which, Polygon Mario, who was like the last one.
Polygon people.
And yeah, he was actually hard. Smash Ultimate does not have that. But either way, that does not define the game, or that does not limit the game.
I suppose. Do you remember in Melee, the race to the finish thing? I don't even know if it was called Race to the Finish, but you started in like this almost sewer type thing, I want to say. And I remember there's like this giant like column section where there's all these platforms and there's like all these redeads from Ocarina of Time.
Talking about adventure mode.
Yeah, what wasn't it like a Race to the Finish map though or something?
No, you had all the time you wanted at that. It's just
What was the point of that place?
Well,
You were looking for.
I think you're right.
Something.
You had a timer, and you were looking for certain spots in that maze. You're right.
How do we not know what that is? I feel like I've played that so many times that I should know what that is.
It's literally called adventure mode.
I know, but it's a map. It's a map in adventure mode.
It's
because remember, like on adventure mode, like the first one was like a Mario themed thing.
Yeah.
And, like at the end of it, you fought like the Yoshi Horde battle.
It's just a level 2. That's what I'm going with.
Level 2. I gotta look this up. It's gonna annoy me if I don't.
So anyway, since we're talking about NES games coming out, which is obviously relevant.
I got derailed quick.
The last game is the only good one, I think it's pretty safe to say, and that's Super Mario Bros. 2 Japan Edition, aka The Lost Levels in America.
Yeah.
And for being infuriating, this is a great release and should definitely be played by everyone.
We were making our way through Legend of Zelda 2 last night, and after we got done playing through that, I actually played a couple levels of the Lost levels. I was like surprised on how difficult the first couple levels were. I was like, this is no World 1-1-1-2 of the original.
It's basically like if you took the original and said, okay, World 7, wait, whatever the number is after the last original one.
Right. Well, it's like, I feel like the Lost levels is like a game where like you are supposed to have played the original and completed it first. It's not like a whole new game. It's like this is a DLC. This is the continuation of this.
That's exactly what it is.
It's called the Underground Maze. That's what I was thinking of.
But is it level 2?
I don't even know what this is. Underground Maze. What's the point? I don't know. There are 6 open chambers in the dungeon, one of which contains a pedestal with the Triforce. The
Yeah.
5 other contain a pedestal with a Master Sword, which will summon Link to fight the player. Okay, it's coming back to me now. It's coming back to me. Oh, jumping over the chamber's floor will not trigger a Link fight. Yep. I definitely remember doing that.
Kirby, it's super easy.
Yep. So yeah, you were just going through each area trying to find the Triforce.
Cool. Now that we figured that out, why did we look that up?
Because
it was bothering Blake.
It was bothering me.
Cool.
I don't really.
Glad we got that sorted out.
No, you were saying you were saying parts of games that were bad or something. We started talking about break the targets,
Yes, okay.
all that.
Definitely the worst part of Melee. Other than, Melee.
You're gonna have people come to your house and murder you in your sleep if you say that.
So
Someone's gonna strangle you in your sleep with a GameCube controller tonight.
That's how I've always wanted to go anyway.
Same. What about when Disney buys Nintendo?
They're not buying Nintendo.
Are you gonna be happy about that, or are you gonna be saddened by that?
Are you really asking me this?
Yeah, what if it happens? I was talking to Devin about this the other night because we were watching some video.
I am the most anti-Disney fan there is. I hate the Disney Corporation.
Just because they snatch everything up?
Yeah, pretty much. And then make it conform to Disney standards.
Right. Because we were talking about it because I guess like Disney bought Fox channel or whatever. So they used to play Pokemon on that channel. So somehow they own the rights to everything that was shown on that channel.
This depends on what Fox channel you're talking about, and I'm not sure. The show
Not like Fox News,
So they bought like
but it was
everything Fox owned, which I'm sure included like WB, which is where I watched Pokemon. And so like anything that was owned by Fox, now Disney has the rights to show any shows that were owned and distributed by them.
right. I don't think Warner Brothers is a subsidiary of Fox, but
Well, Pokemon was
Pokemon was
under
definitely
Fox's
included
realm.
in this Fox thing. If it wasn't under Warner Brothers, it was maybe shown on a different channel before then or after then. I don't know.
But they have all of Pokemon distribution rights now for the show.
They obviously don't have any say of like what happens with the anime, but it's just weird. It's getting into weird territory.
yeah, Disney's pretty big. But yeah, I doubt you're gonna see Pokemon in Disney Plus. But if it happens, I'll be more scared.
What if they made a Pokemon Disney Pixar movie?
Kill me now.
You don't think it'd be good?
No.
It's not. I don't care if it'd be good. I'd rather Pixar do their own crap.
I mean, I would too, but I think it'd be awesome.
Nope,
I feel like it'd look good.
it would look good. I'll give you that.
I feel like if they made a Pokemon movie, that might be like the definitive look that I would like of a Pokemon.
Disney could 100% make you like make the definitive look of Pokemon because that's what they're good at doing. But
Right.
I don't want to ever see that. Remember, no matter what, there won't be Pokemon Disney World because I'm pretty sure Universal won't let that happen. And
True.
that's part of that contract.
Yeah. What else happened this week? Anything? Absolutely nothing.
Let's see. There was a second trailer for The Lion King by Disney. Is that what you want to talk about?
Yeah, if it's the Lion King video game.
That game was
Don't
fun.
remind me of that either.
The most frustrating game in the world.
The one with Sega?
Yeah.
That one was fun. I used to play that
Like
when
the
my
game
mom.
was hard.
It was hard, but it was fun. My mom would go to like Gold's Gym or something to work out, and she'd leave me in the daycare, and I just played that and like Sonic. Oh, and a Pocahontas game.
I'm pretty sure I got to the second level once in that game. So hopefully you did better than me.
Right. Okay, did you ever see this thing called a Pico? It's like this game system thing. I used to have it when I was a kid, and there was like Lion King. There was like all the Disney films.
Nope. Never heard of it.
It was like this little.
Didn't you have the 101 Dalmatians thing?
Yeah, there was like a Dalmatians game. I'm pretty sure it was like a Sega though. I'm pretty sure it was like a Sega game system. It was like an educational like system for kids.
It looks like the logo to Kid Pix.
Yeah, yeah.
Kid Pix. Yeah. And I see an eBay listing for $80. So
I would literally buy one at this point.
Pocahontas, Riverbend Adventures, The Lion King, Adventures at Pride Rock.
Yes.
The Berenstain Bears, A School
They were
Day.
games. It was like this little fold out thing. It was almost like a clamshell 3DS thing.
You know what? I feel like I have seen these.
And like you had cartridges that you like plugged in, and there was like a little pin. And on the bottom screen, it was literally like the same design as like a 3DS or a DS. Like you touched the bottom screen with this pin, and it tracked the movement. You had to plug it into a TV, and the pin's movement was tracked on the TV. And depending on what the cartridges had pages, so whatever page you turned it to was like a level basically, or like a mini game.
This is
something. It was. I feel like this thing was before its time.
I just remember you showing me this like a year or two ago, and I'd never.
I like sometimes forget that I even had this.
You showed me the 101 Dalmatians one and Poe started barking at the TV. That's all I really remember.
I'm like looking into this more now, and there's like a Pokemon game that looks like it was like Gen 2 Pokemon for this Pico thing. And there's like a Pikachu themed
Pico.
There's like a Pikachu themed one. Pico.
Pocketmon, yep.
There's one for third gen Pokemon.
Because I had this before I even was like in kindergarten age. So I'm actually surprised that this stuck around till like second gen.
Well, I just saw one. It was third gen.
Third gen?
Yeah, and that Pikachu one, it had third gen ones.
That's a long time. If Sega Pico wants to sponsor the podcast, please make all acquisitions at Fourshade Studios at gmail.com.
Make all acquisitions? Wait, we're selling ourselves to Disney? Is that what's happening?
I'm selling my soul to Sega Pico.
If you want to acquire this podcast for whatever reason,
I will put the podcast on a Sega Pico. I will make a game for it.
Nonsense. It's your drawings.
Marketed as edutainment.
Ew.
I had edutainment. It was called Math Blaster in a computer.
I had that. Do you have a Freddy Fish?
Oh, well, yeah, we can go like that.
Sam?
Freddy Fish, Pajama Sam,
Putt.
Putt travels through time.
A couple of years ago, didn't we like play Putt or something?
Yeah, Brock
I
got it on
Steam.
Steam.
I played through it twice, which is 2 times more than I played Tomb Raider Collection, which I also have.
Good.
And honestly,
I actually like that a lot.
But Putt Travels Through Time, that is a legit good game. I played that.
I played that, but I played Putt Goes to like the Zoo. That one was awesome.
Well, that's the one we replayed, and I think we're replaying Putt Travels Through Time next time when I come to Oregon.
Yes, please. We can stream that. Let's stream all of the Pajama Sam, Putt Putt, and Freddy the Fish games. Let's have a Twitch channel where we
You killed Brock.
solely stream edutainment games.
Math Blaster. What's 2 times 7? What's 2 times 7?
Reader Rabbit and like Carmen Sandiego.
Ooh, I didn't have those, but I played them. Yeah.
Carmen Sandiego, and then like the Oregon Trail.
In like probably May, when we were in like elementary school, I feel like Scholastic like hit schools really hard with like marketing to try to sell like these video games for kids like during the summer. And like I would always buy the game. So like, and they were always like the Reader Rabbit games. So like I had like Reader Rabbit 2nd grade, Reader Rabbit 3rd grade. It was all I don't know. What that sounds super familiar. What is
it's
that?
It's a red box, and it's 1st grade, 2nd grade, 3rd grade. Yeah, and they're like little mini games. They're all set in a schoolhouse, and
yeah. Well, maybe it was. But yeah, like I would always play those. But yeah, let's start streaming those.
It almost looks like Toontown.
It does look like Toontown. Okay, it wasn't Jumpstart, but it was definitely called Reader Rabbit. I know that.
Let's stream Toontown.
I have a Reader Rabbit. Yeah, I know
it was
that.
basically the exact same thing as this.
Let's stream Toontown.
I'm pretty sure that actually died because I feel like I got on.
It did, but there's a fan-made one now.
Yeah.
The same.
I think it's the same with like Club Penguin and stuff.
You've been banned for inappropriate language.
Oh.
Have you tried going on like neopets.com?
No, but I love neopets.net.
Stream Neopets.
Your computer will just melt if you go on that site.
I wonder what Barbie.com is looking like.
You'll have like a Russian ad bot like infiltrate your computer and like come out of your keyboard.
I'm on a Mac. I don't get viruses.
You'll get germs.
My account. Wait, am I logged in? There's no way I'm logged in.
How would you be logged in on?
Yeah. It had all the my account options before I got logged in because it's dumb.
Okay. What is your favorite Neopet? Can you please tell me that?
I don't remember any of them.
Be careful with what you choose.
There's only one option that is the best Neopet.
I don't even know.
Pull up a Neopets list right now.
I love the little fairy game that was basically Tron. So one of those fairies is my favorite Neopet.
Fairies? I don't see a fairy on here.
Oh, it was.
Do you remember the ice cream game?
Wait, the one I like isn't even on here.
Where? What's the one you like?
It starts with like an X.
X?
Yeah.
I don't believe you.
It is. It's like a little chinchilla.
The chinchilla's just fine. Now he's turned into a raisin.
You make this Neopet up? I don't even know.
No, look at the big list. Oh, that otter one's really cute.
Is this the big list?
I think.
It ain't on it. It ain't on it.
What is
It
it?
ain't on it. You did not have a chinchilla.
There it is. Number 5.
Number 5, the made up Neopet.
No, it's not made up. The fairy one looked really good.
Brock, what's your favorite Neopet? Quick.
I literally don't know. I'm trying to hack into my account.
My favorite one was this one right here, the little dragon guy.
You're not sharing the page, Blake. You can't see.
His name was
Shoiru.
Shoiru. Shoyru.
What if I know what mine is called?
Or I like this guy. It's like little alien
Ew!
guy.
That's
Grundo.
awful.
Grundo.
It's so bad.
You gotta put pictures of these up on the screen.
Sure.
Sure,
I'll go to neopets.com and completely wreck their computer.
Alright, I like the otter one, or I like the little...
Neopets.
Nintendo DS. I didn't know there was a Nintendo DS Neopets game. Puzzle Adventure.
I played a game with Chias. I remember those. I also played a game with Aishas. I think
Wait, what are the Chias? Are they like little they look
blobs with hair.
blobs of hair? Yeah, that's
Oh, Kachik. Kachik is by far my favorite.
Ooh, what is that sounds really familiar.
It's
Kachik. Yeah, it's like the little
That one's so basic.
cat thing.
I also played the Grundo game a lot.
Yeah.
What the heck is it called?
The what's that one you said before? The little blob with hair?
Chia.
Ari.
That one I think is the ice cream game because that's the game that I would always play.
Yeah, it definitely is.
I like Butari. What is the other one called?
Now I'm wondering if my fairy game was a different site.
Oh, I like this one, Ukali.
One sec.
Alright. What is this one called? Do you know what this little squirrel one is? It's like a little chinchilla thing. I'm gonna guess no.
I'm telling you, that one doesn't exist.
Yes, it does.
It's not on any list.
Sweet Talk.
Sweet Talk.
The fairy one looks so good. Oh, this one looked really good.
Sweet Talk. Is this like
Fairy.
second generation Neopets? I've never even seen this one.
No.
There are no second generation Neopets. Come on.
This came out in the expansion. This must have been after my time.
Sweet Talk.
Sweet Talk.
This is the fairy one.
I remember there was like some sort of wishing well, and I would just go to it, and you could like ask for any item, and I would just put like a most expensive or coolest looking item. But it was like a wish list thing. Like someone could like secretly donate it to you or something.
Yeah.
Did you ever get them?
No. People were stingy on Neopets.
You're also asking for like the most expensive stuff.
I would always try to build my house too out of like cloud tiles or something, or glass walls.
You remember much more than I do.
I don't really remember much more than that, actually. So we done here?
I think we're pretty much done.
I mean, we've covered it all. We've covered
this
all
was-
the big Nintendo news of the week, like Neopets and Reader Rabbit,
Putt putt.
Putt Putt. I mean, it's all coming to Switch pretty soon. It's coming in the next Direct, I heard. This is all a leak, by the way.
Everything is here. Everything is
Everything
here.
is here. It goes for more than just Smash Ultimate. It's the entire Switch. They're porting all these games to Switch.
Yeah.
But for real, if anyone has a Sega Pico that they want to give me, please reach out to me.
Trade it for the drawings.
Yeah, we'll figure out a trade. We'll figure out a fair trade.
You'll probably sell the rights to the podcast for it.
Yeah, I'll sell you the rights to my soul after I've gone back in time and fixed all my video games from my childhood after going through a black hole.
Right. But they can never be sold to Disney.
Right. Well, that's going to do it for us. Again, this podcast is brought to you by No One. Thank you for sponsoring the podcast. Again, if you go to the Nothing Shop, use our promo code FourShadeStudios.com, and you can get some sweet nothings
For free.
Shout
or
out to our fans in
for free.
Alaska,
Maryland
or
promo code
wherever.
for free, Fourshade
Wait.
Studios.
Okay, bye.
See ya.